Night of the Comet. It was the last thing on Earth they ever expected. Is that the tagline? Yes. Let's get into it. Night of the Comet is from 1984. It lasts about an hour and 35 minutes. It's a post-apocalyptic... Well, not really. It's... I don't know, is it a horror? Well, it's got elements of horror. I don't know if you'd class it strictly as a horror. What would you class it as? Rubbish? It's incredibly boring. Really? Yeah. I thought it was quite good. Really? Yes. The movie follows Regina, known as Reg or Reggie, as she wakes up one day to find basically the world has ended, everyone has turned to dust, and there are zombies roaming about. Well, there's one zombie. Yeah, that's a good point. Okay, there's one zombie, which easily beats. Anyway, let's discuss it. So one night near Christmas, there's going to be a big comet display. Yeah, the cinema is showing it on a big screen for some reason. And Regina works there. Reggie, yeah. She's an usher. She sneaks into the projection booth though, and spends the night there with the projectionist. He's her boyfriend. Yeah, this is Larry. And before hunkering down for the night, she phones her sister Samantha, who's at home with their stepmother, their wicked stepmother of course, Doris, who's sleeping with other guys while their father is away, apparently.
Definitely.
Next morning, Reggie and Larry wake up. Larry heads out and is instantly killed by a zombie. Do we see any of the comet display? Well, we do see a bit of the results of the comet display. Oh yeah, there's like trotter 80s graphics. They're rubbish. They're not rubbish, they're quite charming if you're of my age. Old. And this zombie, it doesn't even like bite Larry or tear him to pieces or anything like that. He just hits him in the head with a spanner. Yeah, he does actually. Regina goes out looking for Larry, she can't find him, but she bumps into the zombie and she sort of just shoves him over and then escapes on her motorbike. She races through the city streets. It's LA, by the way. Oh yeah, LA at Christmas time, so it could be LA at any time because it's still beautiful sunshine. But she races through the streets and realises there's no one around. She finds piles of clothes, yeah, and they're filled with like shared it. Yeah, everyone seems to have been turned to dust. Well, there's like 8 piles of clothes for the millions of people. Yeah, I know, but they're also on a budget, clearly. And what's with the powder? Well, obviously everyone is turned to dust because of what we think is the comet. Yeah, it's like Red Dwarf. Oh yeah, Red Dwarf, they do start like that. Everyone's turned to dust.
Let's take a step back for a moment.
And did you notice, by the way, this zombie, he's like, come here. Yeah, that's a good point. He doesn't even speak like a zombie. I don't even know if he is a zombie, because he just wants to murder people. And he's slightly pale. Yeah, he's zombie looking, but serial killer acting.
Come here!
What?
Come here!
Come here, your ass.
Reggie makes it home and she finds there's one person survived this whole thing. Luckily her sister, Samantha. Yeah, Samantha said she spent a night in some sort of shed or something because she was pretending to run away from home to annoy her stepmother, who didn't care. So she was sheltered from whatever happened. That's lucky. So while they're discussing what's been happening, they hear the radio play and they think, oh, the radio's still on. There must be people there. So they head down to the radio station. Just go in and it's empty. It's an automated service. Yeah, it's just recorded voices, recorded music, playing on a loop. And while they're there, some guy comes in and points a gun at them. Yeah, this is Hector. Yeah, Hector. Yeah, did they say Hector? Yeah, I suppose.
Give us a break, Hector.
Anyway, Hector just wanted to make sure they weren't zombies because apparently he's met some. Lucky him. We only saw one. Yeah. And he survived the night because he spent the night in the back of his truck with a lady who he let out of the truck just to be killed by zombies. So while Reggie and Hector get to know each other romantically, well not yet, But yeah, they will fall in love. But while they get to know each other and find out if they can trust each other, Samantha decides it's her turn to play DJ. So she gets on the airwaves and says, hey, anyone around, what's happening? Here's a song for you. Yeah, she's just having fun. Even though everyone she's ever known is dead, she doesn't care. The people in this movie are psychopaths. But her little radio broadcast is heard by someone, the core group. The core group, who are this shady organisation who seem to live underground in what looks like a big government facility. Yeah, I thought it was like the FBI or CIA or Men in Black or something like that. That I don't really know who they are. Just some organisation. The core group, sorry. The care dares. Well, they head towards the city to find Samantha and whoever else she's with. And then Samantha is out on a little ride on the dike or in her car or something. She's told over like some cots, and there's zombie cots, and they kill her. That it's all a dream. It's all filler. Well, I don't know if it's filler. It is needed to have something happen, because nothing's happening in this movie. I don't know about that. It's boring. Meanwhile, Hector is in one of the other rooms in the radio station. He's having a workout, he's doing sit-ups. And then Reggie comes in, and clearly they both fancy each other and they're getting closer and closer. They both had sex a number of hours ago. Oh yeah. Yeah. There's no greeting at all for the boyfriend or lady friend or girlfriend.
Don't you care at all?
Reggie and Samantha go out to the street with a machine gun. Where'd they get that? Well, I don't know if Hector gave them it or if it was they brought it from home, because their dad was a bit of an American. Well, a bit of a gun nut. So they know how to use weapons, so they go out and practice a bit with this machine gun. Meanwhile, Hector says, I know everyone's probably dead, that I want to go home just to check on one another. So he does. And as soon as he gets there, he finds an empty house, and then he gets chased by a 10-year-old kid. Yeah, that's right. This little kid from next door, he's kind of like a zombie. Then he starts to chase Hector. And what does Hector do? Does he take it out in a humorous, amusing, or cool way? Not! He just leaves. Heads back to the radio station. Yeah. Meanwhile, the sisters go shopping. Yeah, they go to the shopping mall because the scene's on the movies before. Yeah, they go to the shopping mall, start to have fun, trying on different outfits, and don't know what you do in that situation, just having fun. Yeah, all to the sounds of girls just wanna have fun. But in the mall, they're captured by a bunch of guys, yeah, and the guys are like, let's kill them. These are the last two ladies on Earth. Why are you gonna kill them? Well, these guys seem to be psychotic, and one of them takes his shades off, the leader, and he's like, got no eyes or something. I don't really know what's going on. But this little team are about to kill the girls, and then the core group turn up and kill the guys. Yeah. They take Reggie on a helicopter back to the base, and they say, Samantha and I will catch up with you, because a couple of them stay behind. I don't really know why. That they inject her in something and say, this'll make you feel better. That it's actually to kill her. Good day, Samantha. So it seems like Samantha is dead. Reggie's at the core group HQ, and she's been questioned about all these things. Do you feel this way? Do you feel that way? They're paranoid that any survivor. Yeah, that's right. So they're making sure she is completely human, completely fine, non-infectious. It's this moment Hector returns to the radio station, and Hector's dressed up as Santa Claus. What? Where did he get that outfit? I don't know. But he's turned up as Santa Claus. He finds Samantha dead. A dead core group member who was shot by his colleague, and the colleague is sitting telling Hector what's going on, where the base is, how he can find Reggie, and then she injects herself and kills herself. Yeah. With exactly the same stuff that she gave Samantha, by the way. Remember that. Hector finds the facility, no problem, and while he's trying to get in, we see more of Samantha being questioned, and someone just casually tells her, by the way, your sister's dead. Yeah, so she starts to fight people and get out there, and she finds a room full of kids. Yeah, the kids are about to be killed. Yeah, they're going to be gassed, and they're told, put on this little gas mask, go for a little sleep, when you wake up, you'll Dee in Santa's house. How cruel is that? Well, that Hector is here to save the day. He comes in, he's got a new disguise now, he's like a cowboy. Where's he getting all these clothes? I don't know. But he's here, and he's also got TNT, dynamite. Where did he get that? I don't know. He sticks it under a truck, and then makes his way into the facility. Yeah, because he distracts the guard by saying, hey, do you like girls? Here's on here. And he opens the door, and it's Melissa's dead body. What's going on?
You like girls? Look in here.
She's dead.
She ain't dead. See, this lady shot her up with sodium pentothal to make this fella think she was dead.
So he breaks in. Samantha, it turns out, was fine. She was just sedated somehow, even though she had the same injection as that other lady who died. Yeah, but anyway, they break in as Reggie is trying to break out. They find the kids. They say, let's take the kids with us. There's only 2 kids. Yeah, I don't know if there were more earlier in the movie. I hope not. Yeah, I hope not as well. They basically managed to take down almost all of the core group. But there are 2 core group members, the leaders. Yeah, these are the 2 head scientists. And they go into a room and they find their colleagues being gassed to death. So the sign saying, gone to see Santa. Karna, you dicks. Oh, okay. Well, while our heroes escape with the kids, they get into Hector's truck. The 2 head scientists decide, let's give chase. They get into their own car. They're about to give chase, and one of them changes into a zombie for no reason. And then the zombie reaches over to turn the key to the car. Not to attack his mate, not to attack the other scientist, just to turn on the key, the ignition. And his mate goes, no, don't! Why does he say that? I don't know, actually. I mean, if he was going to attack him, he could be like, no, don't. But the fact that he's just turning on the ignition, and he doesn't know that there's TNT under the car, which there is, by the way. Yeah, there is. But he doesn't know that. Anyway, he screams, no, don't, for no reason. The car's turned on, and the dynamite explodes. They're dead. Goodbye.
Goodbye, my lovely.
And then we cut to a new day in the city, back in LA, back in the main street where there's no one else around. Yeah, and Hector and Reggie had decided, let's just raise these kids as our own. Even though we're like 5 years older than them. Well, I mean, they don't really have much choice. They do. Just leave them. No, don't just leave them. Anyway, they're kind of acting like Adam and Eve now, and they're teaching their kids how to cross the street, even though there's not another human on Earth, so there's no traffic. Well, that's what you think, because Samantha is like, oh, why are you teaching them that? There's no humans on Earth. Who's going to come by in a car? So she steps onto the road, right? And then a car comes up. Doesn't hit her though. No, it doesn't hit her. It's some handsome young lad. And he's like, hey, Dede, you want to get in? Go for a ride? So she does. She doesn't know who this guy is. She doesn't have any level of trust for him. That, I guess she's horny. I don't know. She's get in the car, flies off with this random stranger, and that's the end of the movie. Boring. Let's see. There was the zombie at the start, yep. The little kid, yep. 2 zombie police officers, yeah, they were a dream though. And briefly, the head scientist, yeah. I'm not counting the dream, okay. So 3 zombies in this so-called zombie movie. Well, it's not advertised as a zombie movie. It is in some places. It's got some nice music. Right, okay. And it's got some nice shots of the empty streets. I quite like that. Right? That it's so boring. Well, I enjoyed it. I'd never seen this before. I thought it was quite good. It's not the quickest paced movie. It's not the most exciting or adventurous. But I quite liked it. Decent atmosphere. I quite liked the theme. I quite liked Reggie. She was a good lead. And I would say if you've got 90 minutes, stick it on and you'll miss the last 5 minutes. If you've got an hour and 35, stick it on. Hit like, hit subscribe, watch another video.